we're going to be looking at a truly fascinating piece of regulatory friction currently unfolding in India's telecom sector. It is a textbook case of an incredible new technology, specifically 5G standalone architecture, colliding head-on with established internet principles.
Okay, let's dive right into the roadmap for this briefing. We're going to cover Airtel's 5G priority strategy, the tech behind 5G SA and network slicing, the net neutrality conflict, the impact on prepaid users, and finally, wrap up with the broader global regulatory context. Right, Section 1, Airtel's 5G priority strategy and postpaid network priority.
So, Party Airtel recently rolled out a priority network experience. Their claim is pretty straightforward. They are providing a much more stable, reliable network specifically for their postpaid users. Now, for us telecom policy geeks, the market rationale here is incredibly obvious. Telcos around the world have sunk absolute billions into 5G. Monetizing network stability as a premium tiered feature is a completely logical business strategy to recoup those massive infrastructure costs. But as we'll see, it instantly invites heavy regulatory scrutiny.
Moving on to Section 2, 5G SA and network slicing, which is the technical foundation of all of this.
Now, we all know the basics, but let's just ground ourselves with a clear technical definition for this specific scenario. Network slicing is that advanced 5G tech that basically creates multiple virtualized, independent networks right on top of a common physical infrastructure. It allows operators to literally partition a single network to give distinct priority, customized bandwidth, or even specific latency to very specific user groups. And this brilliantly illustrates how abstract slicing technology is being practically deployed in the real world. Airtel isn't just, offering better customer service. A specific slice of their 5G bandwidth is mathematically and physically reserved exclusively for their postpaid customers. It's essentially a dedicated fast lane built directly into the cellular infrastructure. Which brings us directly to the elephant in the room. Does network slicing actually violate net neutrality? This is the pivotal question that bridges the incredible technical capabilities we just talked about with what's shaping up to be a massive regulatory clash. Which leads us to Section 3, the net neutrality conflict and the Tray investigation. As a vital reminder for our analysis today, we're all familiar with the uncompromising foundational principle of net neutrality. ISPs have to treat all traffic and users equally. That means no blocking, no throttling, and absolutely no paid prioritization for specific classes of users. So you can easily see how Airtel's fast lane for postpaid users drives right into the heart of this principle. And the Indian government's response? It's been striking. It actually proves that sometimes bureaucracy really can move at 5G speeds. Step 1, Airtel launches the service. Almost immediately, Step 2 happens. TRAI, the regulatory authority, steps in and demands technical operational data to see exactly how this network is being partitioned. And then Step 3, Communications Minister Jyotiradiya Scindia personally steps in to discuss the matter directly with officials. I mean, this went from a standard product launch to a high-level ministerial review in absolute record time. Okay, Section 4, the impact on prepaid users and the resulting quality concerns. So the crucial point is this. This is the absolute crux of Tray's investigation. On one side, you have postpaid priority getting a reserved, highly stable network slice. But on the other side, you have the vast majority of the consumer base, the prepaid users. The core policy concern regulators are looking at is whether this is essentially a zero-sum game. If you elevate and reserve bandwidth for high-value users, does it mathematically degrade the network quality for the standard prepaid users sharing that exact same tower? That is the exact technical variable the government wants Airtel to clarify.
Finally, let's zoom out to Section 5, the global regulatory context, looking at other markets and competitors.
It's highly illustrative to contrast how different telecom giants are deploying 5G SA right now within the same country. While Airtel is utilizing network slicing to grant priority access specifically to tiered mobile users, their major domestic competitor, Reliance Jio, has taken a decidedly different route. Right now, Jio primarily restricts its use of 5G slicing to fixed wireless access or FWA services. And because FWA acts as a dedicated home broadband replacement rather than a tiered mobile experience, Jio has managed to avoid the same immediate intense net neutrality scrutiny that Airtel is currently facing.
Furthermore, it's really important to emphasize that 5G network slicing itself isn't some fringe experimental concept. This technology is already being actively deployed and used in major markets globally. We're talking the UK, the USA, and Singapore. The 5G SA technology itself is globally established, proven, and totally operational. The regulatory friction we're seeing in India right now lies entirely in its specific market application and how exactly that application clashes with local interpretations of equal access. Which leaves us with this final, truly critical thought to ponder. What precedent is this investigation going to set for 5G monetization globally? Telecom operators worldwide are watching this case incredibly closely. They are desperate for ways to recoup their massive 5G investments. If India rules that slicing for premium user tiers violates net neutrality, well, it could completely reshape telecom business models worldwide.